Back at it again with another video. So we got the news today that The Last of Us Part 2 is delayed until May 29th, I think it was. 29th, 25th to 29th, something like that. I think it was 29th. But the reasoning behind why it was delayed is because they didn't want to sacrifice content of the game. They wanted to bring a perfect product, as well as they wanted perfection with their product instead of sacrificing content that they're gonna take out if they hadn't, to give to us consumers, which is a huge deal. That there are still companies that care about the products that they're bringing us, and that they wouldn't there are still some that wouldn't sacrifice quality content over some money, which says a lot about Naughty Dog, and that they put their hardest into their games that they're making, and that The Last of Us Part 2 will be a perfect game, as much as a perfect game can count for in today. It'll be one of the best games out next year, most definitely. Just from the fact of getting that statement of that they're taking their time, they wanted the extra time to finish the game. That means a lot to consumers. It means a lot to me. That means it's not going to be a waste of my $60 because you cut some content that you're going to add back in later with a DLC or something. Which that would just be crazy. It just means a lot that the consumers can trust Naughty Dog to make a product, finish it, even if they have to delay it a little bit. We will get a finished product, and that's what consumers want. We don't get that these days now. We don't really get that anymore. We have these trash games that are coming out that aren't even finished. They aren't fixed. They're buggy as all. And everyone's gotten so used to that, and that's not how things should be. We should not be accepting buggy games that barely work. That's not how the climate of gaming should be. And I'm glad there's still companies that value their work instead of just pushing out a game because the publisher says so for a quick buck. And that shows a lot that Sony agreed to be like, yeah, y'all take as much time as you need to put out a perfect game. That shows that Sony has integrity as well, and we can trust them to publish these games and make sure that they're good games and that they're not giving us trash content games. They're putting out quality content, because nowadays you don't really get a lot of quality content games, honestly speaking. But with that news, I hope no one's angry about it, because everyone should be happy. That means the game's gonna be fully there at launch. There's not gonna be missing content because they had to cut it out because they needed to make a deadline, and it's gonna be a good game. No one should be mad about this update on it, because you should want a finished game when you play it. You should want a finished game when you spend $60 on it. You should want that. It should not be in the climate of where we accept that we're getting broken games. That should not be how it is. And we got to change our mindset on how things are, because we've come to accept these broken games, and that's not how it should be. And I don't want that to be the norm in the future. I really don't. And I hope everyone else doesn't want that to be the norm in the future, because that's not it. That's not what gaming is. No one enjoys playing a game that barely works and that's broken half the time. It's not fun. And, well, that's all I had. And I look forward to The Last of Us in May. Now, Hey, just a couple of months extra. I can just play a Call of Duty a little bit longer, I guess. Well, y'all guys have a good one.